You are watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, the benefits of resistance exercise, resistance training. And with us, we have the owners of Power of Fitness, Duyen and Carlos Ariz. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Randy.
Now, we've had you on the program before.
Yes, you have.
And you've stayed in shape, right?
Thank you.
And now, before we get into today's topic, Power of Fitness, fastest growing gym in the desert, is that right? Is that true?
It seems to be right, yeah. The last time that we were on your program, I mentioned that Palm Springs was a year old, and we were kissing 5,000 members.
Okay.
Our India store will be a year old this coming month, and we're about 100 members away from 5,000. So it's growing very fast.
Now, why do you think it's growing? Yeah.
You know, I think it's the results. I think people come in, they like what they see, they like the price, but it's such a non-intimidating atmosphere. And when they're trained, they get their orientation, and they're seeing results. And they're telling their friends, and the concept seems to be working pretty well.
You guys are really taking over the desert. 3 gyms. Tell me where they are. Okay, so Palm Springs,
we have one in Palm Springs on Tahquitz and Sunrise.
Okay.
We have the Palm Desert store, our latest store, just opened up not too long ago. That one is on Monterey and Dinah Shore in the Costco Shopping Center.
Yeah.
And then we have our Indio store right off of Jackson. You go north on Jackson, it's right there.
Yeah.
That's a friendly place, because I told you on the last show, I said,
Right.
you know, you're both in great shape. The people might get the wrong impression. It's just a big bodybuilding gym.
Absolutely
not.
not. I mean, you know what? If they were to get that impression, they walk in the door, they would change it in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, again, I think when people meet Carlos, because he's always right at the front there, they actually want to know about him, and they have questions for him. So they're
You get a lot of questions.
I get a lot of questions all the time. How do you work this? How do you work that? And I got to tell you, you know, most club owners, they're not even in this business. They don't even work out. A lot of them don't.
Okay.
They're never in there. So
Does that give you an advantage somehow?
Well, I think so, because when you're claiming that this stuff works and you're doing it yourself, and people can see that it works, you kind of advertise your own product. So you're walking, besides talking the talk.
Okay, now we're going to talk about resistance training and its benefits, even over cardiovascular exercise.
Correct.
But let's talk about the price for a moment. I mean, $20. You're just about half off, or more than half off.
Yeah.
Most gyms.
That's right.
Most gyms charge between 40 and 50, sometimes 60 bucks a month. Ours now range from $10 a month to $19 a month.
So now it's $10.
Now it's $10. Yeah.
I'm going to get involved when it's $5. You call me on that. But $20. Okay, so is the air conditioning on? Do you have air conditioning?
Air conditioning works, as a matter of fact. No, you know what? The place is immaculate. The place has the best equipment in the desert.
Gym. I'm a member now at your gym. I quit my old gym, by the way, after talking to you.
Right. And you should have, and it was a good thing.
I'm telling you the truth, though. You know, he talked about the friendly atmosphere. I mean, it's a friendly place.
Yeah, it's very friendly.
Absolutely.
People know your name. You walk in, they greet you, always say goodbye. They're very helpful, just very nice people. Air conditioning. Yes, we do.
It's
about, you know what? We have a few fans too, so you know,
to 75.
it's all right.
It goes to 75 now. If it drops down to $5 a month, no air. But right now at 10, we still have it.
Why resistance training?
For the obvious
what are the
answers.
Benefits?
Well, sure. You know, the obvious answers. You know, men mainly want to build muscle. Women want to lose body fat.
But won't you get bigger? I mean, women will get bigger, won't they?
No. That's not a good.
That's a fallacy.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not true.
I weight train every single day. I choose weight training over cardiovascular because I prefer to look firmer and toner, and I can't achieve that without weight training.
Randy, you've been in gyms before. How many times have you seen an aerobic instructor? Doesn't do any weight training.
Yeah.
She teaches aerobics 3-4 times a day. They're fat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
When you first worked out, you used to do just cardio, right?
Yeah,
you were a cardio guy, and you were porky back then.
I was a little
You were
big,
porky.
right?
You started doing weight training. What happened? You lost body fat. You got tone. You slimmed down. Now you look.
Well, good.
You
Good.
look okay.
Coming from you.
You look
Good.
okay. Yeah. Now you could come to my gym. See that?
All right. Now, but because you are fitness people, I mean, you're in great shape. I mean, you have a bias toward weightlifting. So why the skinny person that's watching this, they're reaching 40, etc. They've been thinner a lot. Why should they work out? They're already thin.
Well, that's just it. You know, sometimes people they look in the mirror or they go on the weight scale and say, I weigh what I weigh, so I don't need to work out.
The weight scale is a big thing for most people, and you're right. They get on the scale and they say, okay, I weigh 150 pounds, and that's what I want. A guy, we're assuming it's a guy, 150 pounds. A girl, I weigh 119 pounds. That's what I want to weigh. That's great. But see, the older you get, your hormones slow down. You lose bone mass. You lose muscle mass. Your thyroid slows down. You gain body fat. So the person is losing the good weight, and they're gaining the bad weight. The scale may stay the same. It's not a good
resistance
indicator.
training can keep what you have. Is that right? I mean, is that the
Well, actually, it's going to improve what you have, because if you are someone who does not work out, then your muscle to fat is probably not good. You're going to have more fat than muscle. So if you build with resistance training, then you're just going to get better.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got to say, the ratio between muscle and fat, it's 3 to 1. 1 cup of muscle equals 3 pounds of fat. Think about it. Three cups of fat. So when people don't exercise, like I said before, they are losing bone mass, they're losing muscle mass.
So people that don't work out are headed for
they're headed towards disaster.
Well, yeah, because you have to remember, when you don't work out, you just don't stay the same. And people may have that fallacy. If I want to improve myself, I'll go work out. But if I don't work out, I'll just stay what I am.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
That is so true.
Especially
and
as you get older.
Even older, I mean, 70-year-olds can. I mean, young. That's young today.
Yeah,
can
correct.
lift weights.
Absolutely right.
Just lighter weights.
And they do it all the time. I mean, Robert, the trainer that you'll meet later on today, he has numerous clients that are in their 70s, and they're making phenomenal progress. I have people stop me all the time. Carlos, when I came into your gym, I know I needed to work out, but I kept on making excuses. I didn't have the time. It was too far. It was too this. They were all excuses. The doctor told me I needed to work out.
Okay.
So he finally came in. We gave him a 5-day pass. The guy felt very comfortable. Then he joined up. It's the best decision I've ever made in my life. I lost fat. My back doesn't hurt. My arthritis is better. People have diabetes. That's improved. It's amazing.
The people that were just cardio people before, okay, and then they switch over to weights. You say that they feel a huge difference in how they feel.
Phenomenal difference. It's not even close.
And that's why we do have the orientations that we give an orientation the minute someone signs up, because we really want to educate them on resistance training. Because anyone can go on a cardio machine and walk and cycle.
You could go run outside. You can go run outside or walk outside. It's not going to build tone. It's not going to build bone density. It's not going to do that. Weight resistance is huge on your health. Huge.
And for you to feel good about yourself, just as a woman, in my 30s now and headed into, it happens fast. In the blink of an eye, all of a sudden you're older, and I'm afraid of getting older. I'm afraid of the results of aging, so I need to fight it now. So when a woman comes in and she's never worked out before, I can share, and they think that, for me, it must come easy for you. You're in the gym all the time, but no, it's not.
She's in the same boat.
How many hours a day do you work out together?
I do 35, 45 minutes a day. She does about 30.
Is that right?
It doesn't take that long.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as a lot of women. I have a 3-year-old boy. I've got a husband. I take care of my house, and I work full time. So when you put all together, when do you make time to work out? To take care of those
or from now on, I will wake up an additional 5 minutes sooner or 15 minutes if I have to. What if you wake up only 30 minutes prior in your day to get that workout in? That's all it takes. I mean, you don't have to work out for 3 hours.
35 minutes. And that's a philosophy of your personal trainers that work with you.
Right.
I mean, you guys are doing nutrition, personal training, is that correct?
Correct.
Sure.
We have a lot of
Put it all
that.
together.
Well, we have a circuit training class that combines weight training, which is huge, and cardio at the same time for 30 minutes.
Now, I meet medical doctors nationwide. I have that luxury. We're airing nationwide. And they are saying less is more when it comes to workout.
Yeah, absolutely.
You believe that too? I mean, you feel that way.
And it's very discouraging if you had to say, come in here for 3 hours a day. Or 2
But
hours
there
a
are
day.
people that go to your gym that do that?
They do that,
you
but
don't
we
have to.
we don't
You don't
recommend
have
it
to.
and that's not, when someone comes in, start off twice a week, start off once a week, just start.
Getting
somewhere.
started is huge. You want to develop the habit. Like Dan was saying earlier, if you don't get into the habit of doing it now, besides the visual effects, looking better and all that, you want to at least get in the habit to stop the process of aging, for Christ's sakes.
Okay.
I mean, how many people? we were talking about Stallone earlier. I mean, the guy looks pretty good.
Stallone looks good, yeah.
He looks pretty good in the 60s.
Yeah.
Right. My physique is probably as good as it was in its 20s, and I'm kissing 50.
Okay.
So, the stuff does work, and I'm glad that when I was younger, I developed the habit. I invested the time into this thing to be able to, do it for the long haul, and I feel good about it.
Now, people, at the time of sign up, and by the way, can they deal with you too?
Oh, yeah, all
I'm
the
there on
time.
a daily basis.
Yeah.
So you
Absolutely.
sign people up all the time?
I sign people every day.
Yeah.
And so do you?
Oh, yeah, I'm there.
Who signs up more people?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Every time?
Yeah, every time.
More charming, or what is it?
She's better looking. I'm just more charming. I think you're
Charming,
right. Yeah.
charming.
Oh, would you say I'm better looking? No, she's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what are the reasons? What do you hear when you're on those consults of why they're doing it now? Not a member somewhere else, and
Well, I mean, for a lot of the females, they just had a baby and they just need to get in shape, or they've been working, they have children they want to take care of, and they haven't been taking care of themselves. They've let themselves go to take care of somebody else, and now they made the decision. Now it's time for themselves.
Or a guy comes in and goes, you know what? I'm going to my 20-year reunion, or I just got a divorce. I need to get in better shape. Now I have to, get shape for me. Or I'm going on a vacation. There's so many reasons to do this. You can pick and choose. Bottom line, everybody should do resistance training. I don't care who
now,
you
the
are.
other gyms, by the way, because of your price point, and I've been to your gym, and in fact, I've been to at least 3 gyms, all the major name gyms. You have, your equipment is as good as it gets.
It's as good as
really
it gets. I don't, and I say this. I
With a lot
don't
of
really know how you
confidence.
do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound cocky, and I hope I don't come across that way. But we do have the best equipment in the entire Coachella Valley.
believe that.
I know that
Oh,
for a
yeah.
fact.